We shot all these short segments within an hour, I would think. It was just like, and it was the same hour, and it was just run, put on a different shirt, come back, run, go to the, come back, run.
I didn't realize that.
Oh,
wow.
Oh yeah. For the whole thing, it was all shot within an hour for the whole year, and so it makes perfect sense that no one is still sitting on the couch. Get up and change clothes and come right back. The very odd work, which is Your Name Here.
Damn it, Phil, you had one job.
And I will say that I really debated whether or not to include Your Name Here when we decided to put it in the show.
No, this just means the movie's name is Your Name Here.
Yeah, that actually makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, people would not know what this was if we didn't take it and rebroadcast it for the world. And that's how I felt with Your Name Here.
It's a story about heaven, or ice cream, or ice cream in heaven.
We can't do this. It's already a joke. Like, it is a funny joke. And I thought, but if we don't, it's lost. Like, by taking it, we'll be able to share it.
No longer a dream, but a reality was Your Product Here.
No pressure, though.
I don't think, I think at one point Juliet wrote the thing about, it's really hard for me to make fun of something that's already making fun of.
Not only in the vast modern facilities of Your Name Here, but in factories everywhere.
Yes, and I actually wrote a note about that because I was looking in the notes, and that was not a line that I wrote. It was just an aside that I put in my email to you in the lines that I wrote, and I cracked up that it was in there. So I was like,
after all these years,
I'm seriously having a hard time making fun of a movie that's making fun of itself.
Oh,
it's true. Like, how do you make fun of this one? It's making fun of itself.
Hey, this film is called Pete.
But I was partway into it before I realized...
The film you are about to see
is true.
Represents a significant breakthrough in the advancing science of the motion picture.
Okay, this is not serious. I really thought for the first several minutes that it was...
The dawn of history, a better way of life, has been man's goal.
Yeah, that's how it was in the writing room too. And once everyone figured it out, we restarted it.
Your Product Here serves the nation and its citizens, plays a vital role in helping every American to achieve a better way of life.
The couple in the bed was like that was what really did it for me.
It's not your fault either, of course.
It's just that we don't have...
Exactly. There's this awful gap in our lives just because we don't have... Oh, but why talk about it?
It's just that... Oh, I keep hoping someone can find a way to...
Don't be a fool, Mary. You know that's impossible.
Oh, I know. It's just that...
Gad, it's ironic.
They always put married couples in separate beds, no matter what.
Aware that his goal of a better way of life had still not been fully realized.
Separate beds? There's your problem.
And they realize they have a problem. They can't really put their finger on it, but this product will fix it.
Yes.
With all our technology and industrial know-how, we still don't have the one thing that could give us a better way of life. They say it can't be done, that it's just...
I love that Davy Crockett had a soul patch. A long one, too.
That was great.
Davy Crockett had a soul patch?
He even had the kind of
Like wagons, ho!
And
he wasn't a hippie because it wasn't that time period. He was a beatnik.
That's right. Man. Yeah, man, let's go.
Maynard G. Krebs is in the house.
Yes.
Some kind of a nut or something? What about our age-old dream of a better life?
Oh, gee. Yes. When Abraham Lincoln's face came on, and you can put Robert E. Lee's face here, and I went, no. Oh my God. That was rather startling. And I know that was by then I knew it was a joke, but it still was kind of.
Have well-trained, obedient pets. Make friends.
Best friends with benefits.
Have leisure time for travel.
And it was sort of the answer to all these shorts that we've watched for so many years now, going, oh my gosh, like, why'd they make this? Or I can't believe this is here. And then they're like, ta-da, you know, I think it was pretty brilliant for its time and everything. Yeah.
Thus, Your Name Here story.
Like, there's more and more, like, you know, progressive, snarky things thrown in there, and this was one of them that I think this was the one that I really noticed. Like, at first, like, you're watching it and you're like, oh God, but then you realize that it's just like, it's all supposed to be very tongue-in-cheek.
John, you mean...
That's right, Mary. I got the promotion. Starting tomorrow, I'm no longer just a shipping clerk. I'm chairman of the board.
And it's all because of...
Your product here.
I always commit to doing things I'm horribly underqualified to do.
That film was actually funny.
I often think when listening to these things that if I were to ever to run for Congress, I would be absolutely screwed.
It's the Pope.
I don't care if you're Catholic or not. The Pope is not going to be surrounded by half-naked boys. What?
You might want to think about what you just said.
Because there would be a soundbite for every horrible thing that anyone could possibly want to think of out there for me.
It's good to know that Girl Scouts have top security clearance. I should get myself a Girl Scout.
Moving on to a revolutionary triumph in tape.
Like what? Duct tape in different colors?
I don't think that's what they mean.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that was so
Right.
weird. Why did they need two big boxes?
Oddly creepy boxes that match your ugly blank room perfectly.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing anything like that.
Rewound, ready for play.
She's flipped this like 40 times.
Look, you can see it turning around. Hours of entertainment. Yeah, in the box that you can't see through. It's like...
RCA Victor Deluxe models.
I think the narrator is actually on that tape.
Destined to be sold at Goodwill.
The footage counter, giving you an indication at all times of how much tape has been recorded or played.
And how long you have before the bomb explodes.
Well, I remember when I was a little kid and visiting my grandmother here, actually, in Portland, they had one of those long, that was kind of the same type of thing, but it was a record player. So you open up the top, and it had a record. It was about the size of a dresser.
Sally's mother is forward-thinking. She wears a green dress.
Stereo cabinet. Everybody owned back in the day.
But I don't remember the tape. I don't remember those giant tapes. I never saw anything like that.
Well as a fast reverse for editing and selection.
Are they really showing us how reverse and rewind works?
They did not take
The
off.
mother of VHS.
Yeah, yeah.
The first side of each selection is labeled A.
And the other side is also labeled A.
Saw them in that movie, and that was it.
They were the laser disc of Blu-rays.
2 in each direction for stereo, or 4 tracks for monaural. Giving
Do you think this video inspired the Beatles to make Sgt. Pepper?
No.
I think the one that stood out for me is that, and this was, I must admit, I did edit this, but I cut part of what the narrator said out of the audio and had them have a discussion with Dan.
2 2/5 seconds exactly.
How did she do it?
Here's how.
Like, Jimmy, that was just so great that because there's no music playing, so you could easily edit the narrator out for a line.
2 2/5 seconds exactly.
How did she do it?
Here's how.
And I do remember, Wyatt being very perturbed about the dog.
Through the years, RCA Victor has built a tradition of continually introducing new ideas and products to bring new thrills and pleasures to millions in home entertainment.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Yes.
3 or 4 times in there. Where's the dog?
I'm still confused about how the dog's
No
involved
need to
in
worry
this.
about
That dog wasn't even in it at all.
That dog wasn't even in it at all.
Actually, Wyatt did my other favorite part of this because it was I think in the live action bit.
Oh no, you'll see this in a very uncomfortable place if you don't unstick it right now.
Uncomfortable place, and he just rolls with it the whole time.
A very uncomfortable place? Like an airplane bathroom?
Wyatt, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what did he say? Because I've got a note here about this. I bet a really uncomfortable place would be a sailor's chest.
Yeah. I bet a really uncomfortable place would be like a sailor's chest.
But it's going like this. I must have heard that wrong.
Hashtag Wyatt.
All models also feature an automatic shutoff that turns off the machine when the tape has finished playing.
I'm still confused about how the
The
dog's
tape is
involved
now
in this.
completely...
I think it was you, Dan, that said maybe if he added an explosion somewhere in there. I don't even know where it was, but that was another one of my favorite lines.
The product of 4 1/2 years of research.
Dude, you're not gonna
And to
make
be
this sound
manufactured in
interesting.
RCA Victor's
Just give
own
up.
Cambridge, Ohio
Maybe
factory.
if he added a few explosions?
Because, yes, that would have helped this. Yeah.
1 whole hour of stereophonic music or 2 hours monaural in a single tape cartridge.
I'm pretty sure this guy is
In
the
the
reason
past,
people started using
stereophonic
sex to
tapes
sell their
like
products.
this one gave about
Thanks a lot,
36
guy.
minutes of music.
I don't remember who said this, but I had a line written down of
Prevents tape unwinding and fouling in shipment or handling. Virtually foolproof.
Foolproof, huh? Just give me
When the
time.
cartridge
did I say it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought
Foolproof,
it was funny.
eh?
now ready to move the tape recorder out of the closet and into the living room, where
And this is such a great example of Dan, by the way, like doing something because there's the movie where he just tapes her purse to. And that's another example, like just a purse is on the prop list, and I don't know where Matthew found that, probably Goodwill or something, but there is no way that Shannon would use that purse under any circumstance.
This ugliest thing ever!
the ultimate
Whenever I see that stupid RCA dog, I just think of this short. Yeah.
Who's up for putting CDs in the microwave?
Refreshment on the job.
This is how most of my dreams start.
Refreshment on the job is one of those shorts that we would quote all the time anyway, like for the rest of the run of the show.
Can you tell me who sold you that shirt so I can murder them?
We would put in episodes. Whenever we saw someone with Coke or a soda, we'd go, refreshment on the job.
Let's see. Where am I ever going to find more Coke?
Like, and everyone had diabetes.
Dude, that guy just got friend zoned.
not only
I honest to God, I was wondering why at the end people weren't walking around like.
a place to put the bottle when you're through.
This is my 10th one.
I love that when we said that the truck ran into a Mentos truck.
I would love to see that truck crash.
I would love to see it crash into a Mentos truck.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite part of the whole thing. It would be great if that truck crashed. It'd be great if that truck crashed into a Mentos truck.
Because you think
We can do it!
and work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We can do it.
It's large and small.
Look, everyone! It's the token minority!
This one felt like a marketing campaign of the time.
I'm surprised that company never made it.
I'm surprised that company didn't make it.
And enjoy it.
Drink Coca-Cola in bottles?
Especially
Catchiest
quality.
tagline since eat soup with a spoon.
You can
Like where they were obviously using vocal techniques that were intended to hypnotize people.
No matter what you do or who you are, you must drink Coke!
You enjoy Coke. You want a refreshing Coke. You want to go out and get a Coke right now.
Get a horseshoe every time. Get a ringer with Coke.
Bang.
And it sure worked for that company because, boy, everybody in there was constantly at that Coke machine. Huh?
Trust the product.
Is it a requirement to just stand in front of the machine while you drink your
Quality
Coke?
product made with the best of materials.
Wrote this in Tahoe. One of them, it wasn't me, I don't think, but one of the other guys had a Coke, was drinking a Coke.
I am drinking you right now.
Someone said that in the room.
Can you tell me who does your hair so I can murder them?
Oh, and then at the end, that was the best part at the end. It's like, you know, everybody's just, wait, how did we all get these bottles of soda?
That's right.
Yes, we have corn syrupy goodness.
I think those flowers are poisonous.
Who cares? We have corn syrupy greatness.
Okay, my favorite line was, it was a Pete line.
In the rack.
I used to buy snake oil, but my snake's still sweet.
Yes.
I just because it sounds like it's just coming out of left field, but if you think about it.
No, and I'm guessing it was out of left field, but it just was a very good coincidence.
It fit really well.
I think that's the hand from the painting. Creepy.
I love all the job references, like, because it's like refreshment on the job, and half of it's like, wait, this isn't a job, is it?
Is that her job? Dang, pretty sure I want her job.
Lunch isn't a job, is it? Is that a job?
I'm so excited, like, oh, I know.
Now they're just messing with us. Lunch is totally not a job, is it? Because that would be the best job ever.
I wish I could remember where it was, but I have it written down where it says,
What is required to run it right? Shh. Better than the foreman.
This is my favorite part.
So when that
shh, this is my favorite spot. And I can't remember what it's from, but I remember thinking that was hilarious. Shh, quiet, this is my favorite spot.
It was my favorite part. Like
Oh,
as if they'd seen it over and over again. Like, this is the shh. This is it.
What is required to run it right? Shh. Better than the foreman.
This is my favorite part.
So when that
No matter what you do or who you are, you must drink Coke!
Do it now. Now.
Aw, man. This is new Coke.
Practical Dreamer. Now let me say that the last one. So Practical Dreamer, it's fucking weird.
Practical Dreamer, the Chelsea Clinton story.
Wait, what?
It's weird. It's weird.
Then I realized I had made a terrible, terrible mistake.
Like when she walks down to the kitchen and it was a kitchenless kitchen.
A kitchenless kitchen?
A kitchenless
I
kitchen?
did what any normal
Is
red-blooded
this
American
Inception?
woman would do.
Well, and then like whatever she says, "Who are you?" And then there's like this creepy chuckle.
Relax, Edie. Everything's all right.
What are
She just starts having a conversation with this disembodied voice, and
Who are you?
That's what we want to
Where
know.
are you?
It's not really important.
That's actually very important.
What's all this?
Yeah, it's kind of important. It's kind of important.
I love she's going to tell a different story in the court later.
yes, oh, that was great.
Milk and cookies, you said?
I can't help but think with that there's some joke that's from that era that we're not getting, right? Like there's got to be some reason.
Oh, the cookies joke?
No.
For once, one of these movies might actually be leveling with us.
The not knowing who, the name and the credits, and it's not important and all that, it's like, is there, because we just took it that it was the devil.
But you must be tired of standing. Here.
Right, like, okay, so it's the devil.
No, that's just you.
You could call it that.
Just sign away your soul.
I remember us sitting down and all discussing this one more than the others because it was so weird. Like,
Now?
Anytime.
She's just rolling with this?
I mean, obviously they're trying to sell you a new kitchen. But when you, that aside.
Anxious to get the cooking over with so you can do something else.
And what are the cabinets even attached to? How is this engineered?
On the other hand,
we were all shocked. Like it gets to the end and we're like, this was made by the steel industry? Like, what?
This is made by the steel industry? Why?
Yeah, notice that even the cabinets were made of steel.
Okay, so everything actually was made of steel.
Your kitchen definitely planned around your talent and interest in cooking.
Next, we'll talk about birthing babies.
Then,
You could have a different fabric if you're a fool.
if you do a lot of sewing, plan a sewing and mending center too.
When I think of kitchen, I think of sewing.
Like we couldn't figure out what was happening.
Why does the kitchen need a secretary?
Household duties.
This is supposed to be like an M. Night Shyamalan. We're like, wow, I'm so entertained by this movie. This is so amazing. And at the end, oh, that was brought to me by steel?
You have 2 children?
And one of them is a girl, so she'll be in the kitchen
And a
too.
husband.
I see steel people.
Take that time of day when you're busy getting dinner and the family's busy getting in your way.
Like the dicks they are.
I had a funny, I thought Jen had a funny line where
My husband gives me an allowance, and when he comes home late, he tells me it's because he needs time alone, and the whiskey is because I talk too much.
and the whiskey is because I talk too much. That was hilarious.
I'm completely uninterested in the lives of my children and wife.
This is Preston and Charles's first writing job on the show, was this short too. I remember they came in right at the end and did this one.
Well, there are 2 answers to that, Edie.
They are unable to respond. They are unwilling to respond.
And you didn't do any of this, Juliet?
No, apparently I did not. I still can't figure out what happened, but no.
There
oh
were
yeah,
so
that's one of my
many
favorite stuff.
feminist lines in there that I thought, oh, Juliet must have written that one. She must have written that one.
With your 3 basic work centers, range, sink, and refrigerator.
Is he drawing a pentagram in there?
Do you mean like Hell's Kitchen? Ow!
You mean like Hell's Kitchen? And there's the smacking sound.
Smack.
And it made me realize, I think almost every single joke that somebody gets, like, you know, the smacking noise for, like, that everybody gets smacked for, is one that I just find hilarious. So, yeah, I don't know what that says about me.
What are you, a commie?
Well, what was the criteria for head smacking? Because there was another one of these shorts where Wyatt, I think, got smacked upside the head 3 times.
Sure.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
The sink can often be part of an island in the center of the room.
Yes, let's put all sinks on an island.
All right, no, I have several, but I will only do the one, and it's the live action one at the end.
But wouldn't it be cool if we built our own void?
Dan, I think in your own small way, you've already accomplished that.
And he has, yes.
I wrote that on the side because I like that one so much that I ran out of room.
Make yourself comfortable.
Is this the holodeck?
I also liked at the end there, just before that one. Where
If you're going to be a kitchen dreamer, why not be practical about it?
He had that the whole time? That's like Glenda the Good Witch saying Dorothy could go home the whole time.
I like that.
My husband doesn't come home drunk in my dreams.
That's enough, it's over.
I love how it sits on my teeth.
Get a little something, that's right.
Huh? Where is it easy to you? It's right here, huh?
The other side. The other side. I don't know. We didn't even need to discuss anything. We could have just sat here and watched Dan do
We'll have to do a Zoom call just for that.
Yep. Next time on Rabbit Ears After Hours. Look at me!